Well. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Blue King Crab's Gaming Channel. Where today, I think I said I was going to paint these dudes, put the first layer of stuff on them. However, I think I'm going to do one, and then you guys can just, translate that onto the others. But instead, I think I'm going to do a focus on this big mini here. I think I'm going to focus on this one today, and then maybe show you just the next day, or the next time I paint, what these guys are looking like, right? I think that's probably a better use of everybody's time. That way I can make this shorter, it's not so long, and you get to the point, right? You get to see exactly what we're doing here. So I'm just going to jump right in. I'm going to tighten this guy down to the 3D printed holder here. And I said that I wanted to use these paints right here. The pink, the gray, the blue dragon, and this light green. I think I'm still going to use that on this, just so the consistency and the continuity between the two groups are the same. I just want to make the hair black. I think it will just really make it pop. But the biggest part, I think, is I'm not going to do a whole lot of this color, but maybe a bit on the kids. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where my creativity takes me as we paint. But again, I got my 3D printed wet palette here. I don't remember if I pasted this in the doobly-doo or not. Somebody, if they want it, let me know. If not, you can just look for 3D printed wet palette. It's nothing crazy, right? It's on Thingiverse, so it's free. But we're going to give this a good shake. Don't need a whole lot of this. I think I mentioned that before. We're not really painting all that much stuff, and even when we do, it's not going to be like overtly pink. So we're going to try to keep this in focus. That way you guys can see when I go in. I got my clean pickle jar here full of water. So yeah, let's get to it. I hope everybody's kind of enjoying these painting tutorials that I'm doing here. Well, maybe not tutorials, maybe just a walkthrough, you know what I mean? Sitting here, hanging out, seeing all the different colors pop in, pop out kind of stuff. I hope everybody's enjoying it, because I know I am. It's been a while since I've been able to get back into the whole painting hobby area space, right? And, I think that's mostly due to the whole, COVID and, or the pandemic, however you want to say it. I probably shouldn't have said that word out loud, huh? I'm trying to give her big areolas on this one, so it really sticks out. And we'll try to do the same here. Yeah, they're already sticking out pretty good. All right, not the, you know what I mean. Yeah, let's paint this little pustule right here pink too. I think that's a good. I don't know what it is, so let's paint it, right? I don't know if it's being picked up on camera though. It's pretty small, whatever it is. We'll try to get the backside here. It doesn't need to be perfect. This is a pretty well hidden area. Ooh, my hands are super shaky today. Alright, that's not too bad. And then we'll try to paint the other one on the other side. This one's just a tiny one, so we'll see what we can do here. Yeah, I'm really enjoying painting these minis. I bought them forever ago. I bought them from Miniature Market, I believe. And I just never got around to actually finishing them. I never had the intent to actually play the game that they're from. I never had that intent. It was more just like, I like the minis, I like the models. Let's try to paint it, you know? You know what I'm going to do? Instead of doing pink for these little, like, this little, like, conglomeration of babies, I'm going to go crazy here. I'm going to paint, I'm going to get me some Kishlev, whatever this one is. Another Citadel paint. We're going to get this one in here. Ooh. This paint is rough. This paint is rougher than McGruff, I tell you what. I'm going to try to give it a little... Whoops. Stand by. Stand by. Alright, yeah, this one's pretty much empty. I use this paint quite a bit, so it's not too crazy that it's almost empty. Yeah, I'm going to paint these little babies in that color. I think that would be pretty sweet. So let's... Whoops. Now my fingers are gross. Where's my paper towels? Paper towels. Alright. Alright, let's try this again. So let's get some of this. Again, I don't know the name, how to pronounce it correctly, but it's... I want to say it's Kishlev flesh. That's probably what it is. No need to look it up. We got it. So yeah, let's paint all these extremely tiny babies. I might even have to take off my old grandpa glasses, and let's zoom in. All right, I think they're in shot here. All right, so let's start painting these little babies here. We want to try to peter them out though. So what I might do as well is I might hit them with some pink or something down lower to kind of make them blend into the actual overall area. I don't like how there's too much in that. Might have to put more in one layer. We have a very, very dark red color underneath this, so yeah, more paints might be, or more than one layer I should say, might be needed. So yeah, let's just do a little bit on the chest here. Doesn't have to be crazy. Get a little bit on that chin, a little in the body area, and then there's a little bit on this side that I'm going to try to get. There we go. Yeah, let's try to do that to all of these. Got a little bit too much water on there. Too much water. Don't want too much water on here. We want just enough. All right, let's see. There's a very little bitty baby conglomerate here, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try to get it. We want thin paint here though, because if we put on a dark paint, or if we put on like a very thick layer, we could lose some of this great detail in these kids, and we don't want to lose any of that detail. We want every single bit of it. So very light. So I'm just kind of touching all these areas. Probably shouldn't touch this one so soon, but we'll get it in there. Do a little bit more on this one over here. Look at this. They're coming out here. I think this will really make it stick out too. It's not going to be the white that we're making, or the gray that we're making, like the teeth and the nails and stuff. This is just a little bit different, so I think it will really go far on these guys. Or I could be totally wrong. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see if I can do this. This is going to be a complex one right here. Oh yeah, we got it. Easy. Get that little bitty arm in there. Look at that. Look at these little arms, man. And a little bitty one right there too. I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's a little one there. Alright, and then we want this little arm right here. Hopefully I'm staying in focus here. Sorry if I'm not. I move quite a bit, and I think that's probably one of the biggest tips that I can give anybody. You know, don't try to paint in just one position. Move around, see where your arms are comfortable at when you're painting a specific area. Move around, you know. Just test stuff out. You won't really know what position is good for you until you're there, you know what I mean? It's kind of like one of those, you know, you'll know it when you know it kind of deals. But yeah, keep looking, keep moving. And if it ain't comfortable, like if you feel awkward, get in a different spot. Try somewhere else. Try different, you know, different positions, different holding techniques, anything. Try everything, not just like every single thing. Try every one. And when you think you tried all of them and none of them work, go back and do it again. Maybe, you know, the whole list. Maybe you're like, you know what, this one isn't actually all that bad compared to these others, and then you just found it. There it is. I think this is a little hand. I think I'm going to make this a little hand right here. It's just like coming out like, yeah, you know. Yes, we're trying really hard to keep this paint thin, but keep it in a consistency where I can get a good layer of it down, right? That's the key. Thin layer, but a consistent layer. That's what we're looking for. And yeah, I think that baby's probably done. Oh, maybe on this side. Yeah. Gonna need a little bit more water on my brush. Okay. Let's try putting another layer on this arm over here. Having a nice moist brush too will help it so your pigments don't get separated, you know what I mean? And then you have a nice even and consistent coat. That's another thing you want to keep in mind. Get this little hand here again. This little arm. But we definitely want this to be fully dried before we try putting something else on top of them. Which might be, again, it might be maybe the pink a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Oops, don't want that either. That'd be creepy. All right, yeah, not bad. Again, it's just to add a little bit of variation to this whole thing, and I think it does exactly what I'm looking for here. This is one of those things where it's a spur of the moment, you know what I mean? I didn't go in here expecting to put this on here, but just put it on, you know? You could always paint over this stuff. It's such a thin layer, you know what I mean? Like, sit back, try it. If you like it, awesome. If you don't, just paint over it. Put stuff back on it. It's not that big of a deal. But there it is. Yeah, I think that's nice. Let's see. Is there anything else we want to put like a pink on or anything? Maybe if I do like one or two of these. I need my glasses back on. Now since I'm further away from the model. Oh, and I should probably move you further away from the model. Now since we're kind of done with that nitty-gritty spot down there, I'm going to try to put maybe some more of the pink on, but I'm not quite sure where yet. I think I might just try to put it on like little bitty bops like this. Just a little bop, just like that. You could probably hardly even see it. It's more just a, oh, you know what? I want to do this little bop down here. Put this in that nice pink. And maybe we paint something on this side. There we go. I don't think that looks too bad. I am very happy with that. I am definitely so far much happier with this than I am with the other one. Other one when I was a little bit disappointed. So let's go ahead and just move on. Now we're going into the gray. We're going to get those teeth painted on all the different faces, and then the nails. And doesn't look, this one looks like they're little toesies, so we can leave that alone. And yeah, let's put that right on there. Don't need a whole bunch, maybe a drop or two. I cleaned off my brush, nice and clean. And this one I'll need to take off my glasses again because of course I'm an old man. All right. So again, we're just going to try to touch all these teeth. We want a very dry brush here. This is not an application where we want a wet brush. Very dry. We're just going to try to touch them. I might even be too close to the camera here. We're just going to try to touch them. And now this is my hand shaking. I'm barely even touching this stuff. I'm just moving it, letting my basically my shakes do all the work for me. That's the great thing about teeth, is that, you know, they're kind of jig-jaggy. So yeah, no, I did not actually specifically paint any of those. I mean, if you look close, you can definitely tell it. Like, obviously, it's not spot on. But what we're trying to do here is we're just trying to emulate us painting teeth, right? And nobody's going to be up close to this and personal, right? So again, we're just going to try to touch this stuff. And for the most part, the wash will hide most of this for us, and we won't have to worry about it. Nails are going to be easy. If there's one thing I can do, I can paint nails. That is something I can definitely do. Oh, except for when I touch the rest of the model. Get that nice and wet. Oh wait, why is that? Oh, that's not wet. It's, oh, okay. We'll have to come back and fix that. I thought that was me. That was not me. That was the wash. The wash didn't get put onto that particular part of the hand. I must have missed it. That's okay. We will get it again later. All right, now this one's this is a hard one to touch over here. Try to keep my hair out of the shot here. There. All right, we'll do this side. Just cruising along here. Luckily, when you're painting only one and you're just trying to get it table ready, this stuff's pretty quick. You know what I mean? We're just getting it table ready. Nothing crazy. We're not spending 200 hours or 100 hours on painting this model. Like, that's not what our intent is here. Our intent, table ready for the table to play games with the friends. That is all we want. Not much more, actually. Not much more. And we'll get the back sides of these two. Want to be consistent with all these nails, although the nails will probably just pick up a lot of the wash that's going to be coming out on these things. So I wouldn't put too much time on trying to wash keep the back of these tidy. The wash and basically gravity itself will keep it mostly hidden from the players. So yeah, don't stress too much on that stuff. Alright, so we got the nails. We got the teeth. That's another part done. Back it up here. Alright. Next, we need, that was the, what was that? I think I am going to put a little bit of pink around the lips of this thing. Yeah, I think I am. Just a little. Maybe that's too much. Just trying to touch it right here. This also might be able to help me hide some of that bad teeth work that I did. Having this nice little pink, you know, area around the face. And it kind of gives it a more of a, you know, it pops out a little better. Okay. Now we need for the tongue. Tongue is going to be the green. Put just a little drop there. We only need the tongue, so literally almost nothing on there. So we just start from the inside. If I can reach it. There we go. And race our way down. Go back and forth. Oof, that's alright. And we'll try to get both sides of it. Oh, I got a hair here. Hold on. Brush is really sucking up water today. Alright. Deep breath. Not bad. Alright, this guy has a little bitty tongue. So we're going to try to paint that little bitty tongue. Let's see if we can get it. It's just a touch. Touch, touch, touch. Dab of green. Touch, touch, touch. I can't really see one on that guy's tongue. Let me see. He does have one in there, but I don't think I'll... Let's see. Let's see if we can get it. No, I don't think I can get it very well, so we'll leave that alone. And that's another key part here of you know, knowing what your limits are, knowing what really matters to you. That little green tongue does not matter, especially when we have this nice big one here that we can see perfectly fine. Next is that blue, the dragon, the blue dragon. All right, here we go. Shake this up pretty good. Put just a drop or two on there. I mean, like, look, you can see how little that's on there. I don't need much, because this is just going to be for the eyes. We want a pretty dry brush here, but it has to be a very, very fine point. And look at this. I'm not even going to touch this. Just going to lay here. I'm going to come in. I'm going to touch the eyes. I'm doing that on both. See if I can get a good angle, though. Yeah, right there. Make sure you guys can see it. There we go. Boom. 2. Turn this around. There we go. Woo! Oh, those are some hard eyes to paint. Let's get the next one. Little bitty eye. Here we go. Here we go. Oh no! I put my hand on the wet palette and it moved me. That's all right though. We'll just clean that up right there. Use our brush, put a little bit of water on there. It'll be fine. There you go. Never happened. All right, let's try this again. This time without resting my hand on the wet palette so it didn't move. All right, this time putting it on the ground, eh? There we go. And then this side. Yeah, I think it was too wet still. Kind of dripped. Let's try to get some of that out of there. Yeah, this is too wet. That's all right. We'll let it dry off. While we're waiting for it to dry off, we'll come back. But instead, what we'll do is we'll hit the hair with that black that we were talking about. All right. There. Let's see. Yeah, I think I might need to put this up a little closer to my face, so maybe I'll come back and I'll paint the hair black and we'll see how she looks. But I think this is going to be it for this video. I hope everybody enjoyed it. It's nice and slow. She's looking creepy as heck. But yeah, so hope everybody enjoyed it. Till next time, see you all later. Peace